Karen Harrison coming to you from the Los Angeles Convention Center at IT Expo West 2010. I'm joined now by Marc Maiffret, co-founder and CTO of eEye Digital Security. Welcome, Marc.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining me. So tell us about what you guys do.
Really the focus of the company is around providing solutions to help manage vulnerabilities, and really at the essence of that is giving companies abilities to look at their network, look at their business in the same way that hackers would, to be able to identify here's all the ways that somebody could break in, and then giving them information on here's how to actually fix those problems.
So talk to us more about that. You've been on the other side, the hacker side, and you were actually investigated by the FBI, which is no secret. So tell us how that gives you a unique advantage.
Yeah, so I mean, when I got started in security, got started as the kind of teenage hacker, if you will, and it was something that was kind of always about the exploration, kind of seeing what you could do. And as I was kind of doing those things, I had developed a lot of different tools that would kind of help streamline the process, if you will, of probing companies and that sort of stuff. And so kind of the foundation for eEye, which I co-founded when I was about 17, was really to take some of those different tools and really be able to provide businesses the same view that I had when I was getting into their networks, to be able to give them those tools where they could kind of look at themselves through a hacker's kind of mindset, or through eyes, if you will.
Okay. That's pretty interesting background. So where are companies most vulnerable, would you say?
I mean, if you look at the most common things that are talked about, like big events in the security news, like right now, or just recently I should say, there was the Stuxnet malware, which was attacking critical infrastructure and crazy espionage, James Bond type stuff. If you look at that, or back at the end of 2009, there was another attack called the Aurora, or Operation Aurora attack, which targeted a handful of different technology and defense contractors. And the same theme through all these different major attacks that IT people are always worrying about is the fact that there is vulnerabilities at the heart of them. So in order for anybody to get into any business, government, etc., they're leveraging unpatched or potentially unknown software vulnerabilities. And so specifically, the biggest weakness for most organizations is that they don't have a good process around understanding where are all the vulnerabilities in their network, and then how are you actually remediating them in a timely manner.
Okay. So what would you say is a company's greatest defense then when it comes to security threats?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is being able to cut through some of the noise. So the security industry, as you know, is, if you look around, it's massive, and every company says they have the silver bullet, right? Like you look at the marketing from security companies, we all say we fix the same problems, even though we're doing very different things kind of underneath. And so the biggest challenge for IT folks is really how do you cut through that noise, and how do you figure out what is truly going to help at the end of the day. I think one of the best things is to first understand what are you actually trying to protect. So many people kind of jump to looking at all these different solutions, and they haven't quite yet defined what is the problem. And most companies, they think about what they want to protect in terms of identity information, social security information, credit card, financial data. A lot of companies, they have all sorts of other different types of data and access, which also needs to be secured. So first defining kind of what's most important to you, and then if you do have a good process around how do you monitor your network for vulnerabilities, and then the IT kind of operation process on how are you measuring that. Do things need to be fixed within 30 days or 2 weeks? And if you don't have the kind of analytics to be able to answer the questions, for example, how quickly is my organization fixing things, then you're far off from kind of having the view that'll keep you ahead of the attacker.
Okay, so would you say that your solution is customizable, that you don't have just a one-size-fits-all approach?
Completely. I mean, we have everything from the small side of the SMB customers all the way to the entire Department of Defense being standardized on our technology on millions of systems. And in those cases, that's kind of one of our core strengths, is the flexibility to be able to work and kind of operate in multiple types of environments.
Okay. And before we wrap up, what are you hoping to achieve while you're here at IT Expo this week?
Find some people that want to go drinking. No, no. I mean, basically just to kind of, yeah, no, just to, I always like at these conferences and in general to really get the kind of in the trenches view of what IT people are thinking about, and it's really about understanding more so. Not what IT people are concerned about from a security perspective, but where are they going with their business? Where are they going with virtualization and other technologies? Because those are typically kind of where security starts moving and what will impact them from a security perspective. So I like to know the kind of average IT perspective on where they're going with technology in general, and then how security can kind of help protect those platforms.
Okay, good stuff. Thanks, Marc. Cool. I've been speaking with Marc Maiffret, co-founder and CTO of eEye Digital Security. I'm Erin Harrison, coming to you from the LA Convention Center at IT Expo West 2010.